Oh my god. What time is it? What time is it?
No, time for you to get a watch.
Oh.
No, fuck.
Well, according to my digital computer device, it's telling me that it's time for another episode of Fabula Ultima Pyrithal. That's right, folks. The only game that you can wait several months in between sessions. Anyway, that's
I love a crack in your voice for that.
So last time, party explored around the city of Dukan, and unfortunately, were not aware. Well, they were aware that a heavenly spear was in town, but weren't expecting to meet one of the heavenly spears so soon. The party was attacked by the one and only Amaterasu and her gang of spies and ninja. The party managed to quickly dispatch the ninja, but and also managed to, semi-easily deal with Amaterasu themselves.
She was the spear of
Secrets.
secrets, not the spear
First year
of
we
being good at.
didn't immediately hate.
Yeah, it was the first.
Kind of just a big nerd.
Yeah, they're just a big nerd. It was almost, I feel a little bit bad that Brecken wasn't there to see them, because they strangely have a lot in common.
I wonder what you can mean by that.
Just personality-wise.
What do you mean? We're nothing alike.
But you might be wondering why we're focused on this guy right here. So, you wash out your wounds back in the bus. Get ready. Ari.
Are we allowed? Oh, okay.
Ari is going to try, take care of the sea monkeys. Bereau is teaching Diggins how to be a person. And, they're both licking their wounds as well. So I'm gonna say Ari also gets a little too hammered after that victory. She drinks on the bus and she then passes out. So it's just Bunker and Hal gonna go see Brecken fight his dad in his backyard for another episode of Boys Night. Woo 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 woo! World Star Boys Night.
One day we'll have a normal session.
Like no, it's just like made a little event about it. Put posters all over town. Watch me fight my son. Bring your own beer.
Food and drink.
It's like a poorly photoshopped fake WWE style poster.
So, how did sell tickets? There's about like 20 people that paid for tickets to show up.
How much did you sell for tickets?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
So,
I think I wrote it down.
Not much, if you did.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. It was like I maybe got like 20 or 40 out of it total.
Am I getting a cut after this fight?
No. I don't remember how much it was.
Con, can I do my camping activity of martial practice?
Sure.
Cool. Next combat, if there's going to be one, I get multi-2.
What was it? Wasn't there
Yeah, I'm gonna allow a camping activity for all of you here in between this fight.
Okay. Then for roleplay's sake, when Bunker gets back, he coaches. He coaches
No,
Brecken.
that's all that I taught you. You're good. You got this.
Oh, was that the martial practice?
Martial practice gives me a buff.
Uh-huh.
Combat lessons where I give you a buff. However, bunker is just like, what else do I need to teach you? You're set.
like no, I wanted to like have I want to have like a little session, like a little like a training montage session.
So
Old
yeah.
New York style, Brooklyn style boxing training montage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight my dad.
You're like fencing in like on in what used to be your childhood room. You fence against, you shadow fence against a mannequin.
I'm sorry. What skill? What did camping give?
If you're doing,
What did I'm sorry, not camping. Yeah. What did Austin? What was it called again?
Camping activity. I have martial practice.
Okay.
Like, as much as you want a coaching from Bunker's just like.
Let me daydream then.
all right.
While we're fencing, I daydream.
Yeah.
Good. What's your daydream about?
We're gonna say, Brecken daydreams about beating his dad. Flawlessly, mind you. And he goes through his repeated fencing motions, like one arm behind the back, taking a step forward with a lunge thrust. He's just kind of like envisioning what's gonna happen, what he's gonna do, and how he's gonna do it.
Also, Hal, what is your camping activity?
I'll also do the daydream.
Okay.
What do you dream about?
Al doesn't do anything in particular. He just kind of lets his mind wander.
Man, I'm gonna watch a man beat up his own elderly dad. It's gonna be funny if the dad wins.
Dad wins, one knockout punch, Family Guy pose on the ground.
I'm the new party member. So.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah. Quick question for Tom. I'm gonna say this, or just to set things up. Hal and Bunker approach the house. Tom, how's it feel to be asked highs or lows?
I will. Will you let me do middle?
No.
You're not a fan of 25
You
up
never
and down.
You never offered me middle. Why do I? Why should
you
I?
never asked.
This is fair. But I asked the question.
I'm gonna do lows.
Lows? Okay.
Yep.
You got friends in low places. Got it. Okay. So, despite the ticket sales, only like 2 people show up.
It's a good thing I already collected the money.
Yeah. And they're also being yelled by Brecken's dad. He's like, "Get off my lawn!" We heard there was a fight. We wanted to watch. It's a family matter. Now get out of here. Go home. You have a wife. You get to the door and knock, and Brecken's mom lets you in. We're actually gonna flash back to earlier in the day. Brecken, you're doing your shadow fencing against the the mannequin in your room, who you have drawn. It's like one of those ones that's like a cloth mannequin. It does have a head. But you drew a face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably back when you were a child.
Mm-hmm.
To make them evil.
Yeah.
Like a crooked, jagged smile and angry brows.
There's it does have like an evil. It does have like a big teethy smile. Some evil eye, like but evil cartoony eyes. Like we're talking like the type of villain that ties you and leaves you on train tracks.
Yeah, he's also got like a snake tongue.
He has like actual fake mustache taped. He has like two pencils taped onto where his lip would be to symbolize the pointy mustache.
Good.
A broken monocle, or like a monocle with a cracked lens on the right, and a strangely thin top hat.
And you start fencing that, and your brother comes into the room and is like, "Hey, Brecken, are you sure you want to go through with this, bud?"
He's asking for it, right?
Yeah, but he's an old man, and I'm sure you'll win. I mean, he's been a huge help, and I'm going to admit I was kind of bitter at first, but I remember how happy it made you, and you were. I remember before we started the company, you were depressed. You were a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like the happiest moment. I couldn't take that away from you, and I don't regret it.
No. I don't regret taking the opportunity you gave me. You let me step out, explore, spread my wings, and I can never thank you enough.
Also,
and like Brecken says this as like he stops the fencing, he's putting a hand on his shoulder and like smiling with him as he says this.
Mm-hmm.
Then kind of like then like we just kind of like start thinking about the fight with Dad again. Just like and like kind of just like pull back and just like start like getting into the thought. I understand what you mean, and I don't know if actually winning here is the right idea. It's like, when out you speak of it, I really did only have the idea of going in with victory in mind, but what are you saying, brother?
I'm saying, win or lose, I hope things work out. Honestly, if you want my opinion, I do think you should win. But don't
Thank you.
kill him, because he's our family's only source of income.
Yes.
But win in a way that he'll...
That with honor.
Yeah. He took the words right out of my mouth.
It's what I expected to do. And Brecken's gonna like get back, like start fencing a little bit more enthusiasm into it. Maybe pick up the pace a little bit. Um. Uh,
Alright.
um. What else? Was that what else brings you here?
Oh, Mom wanted to talk to you.
Oh, where is she?
She actually comes in to the room with a snack plate and hands it to your brother. It's like, get this outside on the back patio. Brecken's friends are going to be back here in a little bit, and I want to make sure I have plenty of snacks laid out.
Brecken takes a look out the window. Do I spot them coming up? Do I spot them coming by?
Your friends are kind of late.
So I don't see them.
You don't see them right away.
Okay.
And your brother goes to set things up.
I just imagine like a distant echo of like secret technique multi-clone in the distance.
Pocket sand no jutsu.
Oh my eyes!
That
Oh my eye!
like a quick flashback to our first training drill.
Yep. Bunker's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Sand in the eyes hurts.
Oh god! Oh god! I get it. But hey, Hal, you got a hype drop, my man. Oh god, it's gonna be with me all night. All night, I feel it.
We cut back to Brecken and his mom. Sweetie, I hope you do great tonight. Honestly, knock your dad down a peg. Just a little bit of a peg.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give him my best.
Don't.
He's not gonna see me. He's not gonna see me coming.
No, I bet. And you know what? Maybe folk like. I'm so glad your friends are going to be here. Your dad was saying that he was planning on taking over your company or something like that once he won, which I don't think he will.
He can just he can just take over companies if you beat people up in fights.
Well, it's a duel, honey. Have you been in a duel before?
Brecken recollects. No, or actually, I feel like Brecken would be the type of guy who would actually call out duels all the time, but no one would ever take his request seriously, so he'd always be there waiting.
You've definitely, that has been most of your adult life.
I feel like young baby Brecken would probably be like, "I challenge you to a duel."
Yeah, Brecken.
That one slaps bully.
Brecken.
Bully punches him 30.
No, Brecken. I want the story of you losing your first duel, and I will give you a Fabula point for it.
Oh my god. Let's see. I imagine that Brecken was like 7 or 8 when this first happened. And much alike like his that fake mannequin in his room, Brecken was probably dressed up as a sort of Zorro-esque. No, not Zorro. What was that? Who was that one Mexican sword fighter dressed in black?
Zorro.
Zorro.
So Zorro. I did have. Damn it! I did have it right. My bad.
Did you confuse him for the One Piece Zorro?
I actually wasn't. I thought his name was Zolo.
No, that's a translation thing. Anyway.
One Piece.
Anyway. But yeah, I like to think it was around a time that people dress up in costume, and Brecken did spot one kid getting bullied pretty hard. We're gonna say the three, by like 3 bullies. I pick out the ringleader. I have like a fake sword, And I'm gonna say that like at first it was sort of like a duel thing. It did seem like a duel, but then like I guess we're gonna say that during his first strike when he was going in for the swing, um he got hit. One of them threw a rock and hit him down, knocked him to the ground. He got beat for by like 10 minutes. He got probably beat on the ground for like 10 minutes before they got bored and left.
I like to imagine your mom's reaction was like, "My poor baby, are you okay?" Your brother is like, "Next time we'll show him what for." You actually do remember your brother actually beat those guys up for you later on. Your dad barely acknowledged you.
You're telling me he hated my ass this early?
No,
I feel like, son, tell me where they live.
Son.
Hey, hey, just tell me. I can do something about it. Explosion later.
I like to imagine
No,
your dad was more upset that you didn't win.
Like, yeah, no. Unfortunately, I'm not even gonna say Brecken managed to get like even a swipe in.
Good.
Yeah.
Fucking curb stomp.
It was like
he was more mad that you started a fight in the first place. Like he barely like listened to the story. He just thought you attacked these kids.
Are you attacking kids?
My child's a menace. You have to stop this.
My child's a menace. Your child was kicked. Your child it's like this video of like where like one kid's just like kicking him and the other two kids come in, start kicking him. Maybe another unknown kid enters the fray and just joins in kicking.
Even the kid who was being bullied joins in. I'm joking.
This is like a that's like a comedic level of tragedy.
Okay, not that bad. That kid eventually did become your friend. However, he did move away a year or two later down south.
Aww.
Yeah. So his name was Buck. I'm kidding. Bucky. No. Jesus
Bucky,
Christ, what the fuck was that? Beelzebub, was that you?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alright.
So on that note, she gives you some encouragement. It's like, maybe, during the fight, I'm not saying cheat, but I'm sure your friends are going to be very supportive. Alright? Maybe maybe we can whittle him down a little bit mentally.
What do you suppose?
Go over your accomplishments. You've done a lot since you've gone, I'm assuming.
Alright. I'll pull together what I've done. It's gonna take I'm gonna need some time to recollect everything.
Also, I'm not saying you should go for the peg leg, but it is a weak spot.
Go for the peg leg. Can we talk about how my mom's essentially telling me to take advantage of my dad's disabilities?
I'm just saying, if you want to win.
What do I remember about my dad's actual combat training?
Your dad is a skilled fencer. he is, you know, he was a soldier for a very short bit, but not a long bit. He
That
is...
it makes it sound like he was only a soldier for like 3 months.
No, only a few years. It was before you were born. He was...
So like he did one tour of duty and then left, kind of thing.
He did one tour of duty and then did officer level stuff.
Okay.
And on that note, after a few hours of training, daydreaming, your friends finally arrive. It's dark out. You got Bunker and Hal walk in. The people that Tom sold tickets to tried to come in, but Brecken's mom closes the door in their face. They're like, "Oh, come on, we paid tickets! We want our money back!" And we fade over to outside. Brecken, you are your dad and you are standing and essentially, just to describe the scene, Brecken, the Baddington estate is actually on the water. Like, it's a nice 2-story house.
I thought you actually meant on the water.
No. I meant it's waterfront property. But you have a very nice stone tile backyard. Some greenery here and there. That you're bringing back some childhood memories of you and your brother playing out here. And then your dad passes you a sword. How does Brecken catch it?
We're gonna say he reaches out for both hands. Maybe it kind of look, obviously, it's not Grace, but like but it's definitely not. He's not fumbling He's not fumbling it.
Mm-hmm.
So, quick question. Who was that one rich friend I made back in that first city we stopped at?
Oh, their name. Oh my god, I had it on the top of my head. Let me look at my phone.
Do you guys think my dad's the type of person who'd be impressed with making connections with influential people?
That's a role that you're gonna have to make, Brecken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Bunker would not know your dad, dude, other than stories that you've told.
Dang. Okay.
So, here's how this is gonna work. I have a secret clock set up that will how do I put it? A secret clock set up that will determine your victory or failure. How this is gonna... It's mostly gonna be on Brecken. However, if you two have, think of ways, RP wise, that you can, help support our our boy Brecken here. We'll treat it like a group check, so if you roll above a 10 on your checks, guys, it'll give a bonus to Brecken.
And this is just for us, like, taunting him?
You're just encouraging me. Imagine like when I encourage you, you're doing the same to me, but way less effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. Just to let you know, Brecken, their name was Varro.
Okay, Avaro. How do I spell that?
Varo.
Oh, crud. V-A... Varo, thank you! Alright. Right, I got my list down. I think I'm ready.
Alright.
Uh,
So, your dad, holding out his sword. It's kind of heavy in his hand, and he just sort of slowly walks towards you, slowly sidestepping. Alright, Brecken, you ready to prove yourself? Or die?
You're gonna kill me?
And he swings his sword at you. Roll me, how are you dodging out of the way here?
Oh wait, Connor, is this gonna be a clock? Clock.
Yeah, this is a clock sort of encounter here.
Okay, what size?
For victory here,
Uh-huh.
a clock 12.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
We don't have a clock 12. We have a clock 10.
I have a secret clock, like I said. I will be keeping track.
Okay. Brecken, it's gonna be a backwards bend dodge, and I want to take this, and we're gonna say Brecken bends back really far back, right? Like he should be getting caught off balance back, but I'm gonna say during this dodge, I use I keep my balance on one leg and I use my other to go for the peg leg. When he thrusts forward, what leg is he supporting himself on?
His back leg is sort of pushed into the ground, the peg leg, and then the front his regular leg is stepped forward towards you, and he's going in for multiple thrusts. Roll me Dex and Insight for this dodge here.
Okay.
Or this parry, if you will.
Here it is, fabulous. So my attributes. Okay, Dex Insight is gonna be 10, and Dex is gonna be 8. Nope. Do I get a modifier?
Not now.
Okay. It's a 10.
Okay. So, good news. Things are going well so far for Brecken. As you manage to duck back.
Dodge, dip, duck, weave, and dodge.
Yeah, basically, not with this here, with a 10, you're not parrying, but you are dodging his attacks. Brecken is gonna go on the defensive. How are you going to go about this now? It is your turn here.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna start off with, I don't like during like the dodgings, I guess like starting in conversation. So I know we haven't talked much lately, so I figured now since I have your attention, I can give you I can go ahead and share with you what I've been doing so far if you won't mind. While I keep dodging his attacks.
Okay.
What the fuck is this? We want to see a fight.
Yeah, there's a guy peering over your wall right now. It's like, come on, fight him back.
Did he buy? Does Hal know he bought a ticket?
Is he the same one?
Yeah, it's the same guy who's pissed that he wants his money back.
I told him you can watch from right there. You can see it.
I wanted a seat.
Okay. So, Lucky. You remember Lucky, right? We found his ancestors. We found his ancestors. Actually, we found his species.
What?
Isn't that kind of crazy? We discovered a long lost species, actually. And when he says his what, I'm gonna sweep the leg.
All right, roll me willpower plus dexterity.
What plus dexterity?
Yes,
Might.
will. I'm gonna no. It's will plus dex.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 10 and 8. Oh wait. Crap. I don't know what it. Let's see. The 10 and an 8. Modifier.
No modifier, unless someone else wants to step in.
Well, it's a 9. If someone wants to step in, now's a good chance. Now's a good time.
But you got this.
Oh, actually, no. Back me up a little bit. Talk more about how we discovered the ancients, how we discovered Lucky's people.
Oh yeah, we found what Lucky's is. He's like an ancient. Like I don't know if you know what those are. You know what that is, Hal?
Hal's too busy. Hal's too busy handling the other person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Austin, roll me double.
I was actually mute.
Yeah, roll me will plus insight, Austin, as you're trying to use your limited knowledge of, ancient history here.
Good. Here we go. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
That's a fucking 9.
9.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
And he's like, "Did you record any evidence?" As he manages to jump over your sweep.
Lucky said,
wait. And then he starts.
Lucky, wait, can Lucky say anything?
Lucky is being fed dates right now. He's in heaven.
No.
Oh
god.
Oh shit! Oh, your mom knows that he likes eating rocks, so she's like, "I've been collecting some nice stones from the sea, Lucky." And he starts like rapidly like slashing and stabbing, and you keep parrying his sword strikes. With the 9.
Wait, actually. Didn't we grab something from there?
From down there?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is the
And what about the sea monkeys?
Yeah, the sea monkeys, which are in the van right now.
Those are those a known species? The sea monkeys?
Uh, not in the canyon area.
But
In the one ocean that is in this world setting, they can be found. But they're notably a deep sea creature. And they're very, very rare.
Okay then. Ah. So okay then.
I will say
yeah.
with the 9, you didn't fail, but you didn't succeed either.
No, alright. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna take a double step back, and on the second step back, I'm gonna thrust forward to hopefully catch him off guard. And I say, you know, also in the time that I've actually also in the time that I've been traveling outside, I've actually managed to become a very high-ranking artist. I think one of my pieces. I think I managed to make a very high-known artist friend over in what city was it again, Connar?
Relief.
Over in Relief. I'm getting so I guess you could say I'm getting pretty high status.
And you come in with this, like, powerful thrust and trying to overpower him while also trying to list an accomplishment here. Roll me might plus willpower. And if any of you guys want to talk Brecken up, be my guest.
Yeah, we did beat an artist. What was her name? Hal?
Varro.
Yeah, Vara.
Was Varro a girl?
Varro was
I thought Varro was a guy.
Yeah, they were a twink. Yeah.
12, so you get +1 to your roll, Ben.
And then, for me, I do not give you anything.
Yeah, you think Brecken's art's just okay.
Oh, opportunity!
Okay. Brecken, with the opportunity, you get to fill 2 pieces of this 12-sided pie.
What are my options?
Here are your options. You can either fill in 2 pieces to the victory, or you can give yourself a bonus to your next roll.
I'm gonna add 2 pieces to my victory, and I'm gonna use my spell Persuasive. I'm gonna cast Persuasive.
Oh, if you had Persuasive, you would have had that +1 modifier no matter what.
Then, we'll forget about that then. But no, Persuasive just means that, like, if I have to spend 20 mind points because I'm using if I'm using Charm, that means I get to fill an additional section of the clock. So instead of 2, I can do 3.
Okay. So you manage to, and he realizes, like, oh, that art thing's actually paying off. And you catch him off guard, and he manages to catch the blade again, like the tip of the blade against the side of his, and it pushes him back, and he almost falls over. And realizing, like, he's getting sloppy, he tries to push harder.
Okay. I'm I think. Okay, so I'm gonna jab at him, and I don't mean I think I'm gonna take a jab at him actually for
Like you're gonna,
putting more effort in.
yeah, you're gonna like punch him, or
No. I meant like a jeer.
okay.
So I like don't be surprised if it caught you off guard. I've actually we've actually been getting into I've actually been you know the Anulian Empire, the one you hate so much? He
Our sworn
I've,
enemies, who you've made friends with, looking at Bunker.
yeah. Uh we actually put in efforts. We actually put in we actually helped helped with resistance efforts and took out what did we do? We took out one of their
You managed to defeat in combat not only a bunch of their soldiers within the past few months.
within the past, but we also took out one of the heavenly spears.
Yeah, specifically Ishtar.
Yes, Ishtar.
You also managed to drive.
I leave out the part where I got blown up.
Yeah, you did also. You and your friends also did manage, if not, at least drove the Anuian forces out of relief, basically.
If with an achievement that big, can I get a bonus to it?
I'm gonna say you have a Fabula point you can roll for free.
Okay.
If you don't succeed, if your reroll with the Fabula fails, you will have to spend one of your own.
Mm-hmm. All right. What would I roll for that one?
I'm gonna say this is willpower, plus, and are you trying to force him down?
I'm trying to. I guess I'm actually trying to make him mad. Cause I don't know. I'm looking at his I'm looking at his short military service. Actually, wait. How? No, actually, let me actually. I actually am reconsidering. How do I remember how he lost his peg leg?
Diabetes.
Technically diabetes.
Okay then.
He would joke and tell you it was the war when you were young.
Cause I don't want. I don't know. Do you think attacking a man's military service is too low?
I wouldn't call it honorable.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna say I'm not gonna talk. Okay, instead of jeering it, I'm gonna. Okay. So it's gonna sound like a jeer at first, but I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna flip it, and make it sound like. Of how far I'm coming. Like you're this good. Like kind of like saying you're this good, and I'm meeting you there.
Okay.
If I may add, assist in Bunker's role. I'm sorry, in Hal's role.
I'm not that same kid. I'm not the kid that got beat up by 3 bullets. Okay, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bunker is going to assist with I technically defected from their military, sir, so I'm no longer affiliated.
All right, roll me willpower, insight, Bunker.
Oh. That's 11, so you get a +1 for that, Brick.
Gotcha. All right.
Hal, are you gonna say anything to?
Yeah. So, I'm gonna, just kind of reinforce the fact that, when the chips are down, Brecken's always the one who gets everything resolved. He's the glue that keeps us all together.
And roll me willpower, Tom, actually, with that one.
Nope.
No. Well, you got a +1, Brecken. It's
All
gonna
right, what am
be
I rolling?
willpower insight.
And a modifier of 1.
Yep. All right.
And I'm spending another 20 for the mind points.
Okay.
So that's so that should be a note. So that should be 2 filled out.
Hell yeah. And he is proud of you for a brief moment. Then he realizes he's losing. So he starts going for a more furious maneuver, and he's like, talk.
Okay.
And he's like, how about you focus? And he actually, as he sort of does a sword struggle against you, he actually kicks you with the peg leg.
Like kick me back with a peg leg.
Like he kicks you in the side with the peg leg. Roll me a might. I'm gonna say double might check right now, just to keep yourself from toppling over from the force of the kick. Okay.
Can I use that free Fabula point? Or is that for my last roll?
That was from your last opportunity, and you chose not to use that.
Oh no. We no, when we were talking about like how because we drove the Nuian Empire out of relief, it was a very big achievement, and I was asking for more, and you gave me a Fabula point to use for free.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Can
I'll
I use that
allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay.
What trait are you invoking, though? That's my other stipulation.
Let's see. How high did it get? 6, so that's pretty low. Let me see. What am I evoking?
Yeah, what trait or a bond?
A trait or bond. Well, a bond. Okay, let me. I don't. Let me. I don't got anything.
All right, then I can't allow you to use that Fabula point yet.
I'll just take it.
All right. So he kicks you in. You roll on the ground, and he points a sword right at you. Would the person who won a fight against Ishtar be in this position right now? And how do you catch your footing here, and while also trying to strike back?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say no. I'm trying to figure out my words. He said, "Would a person who fought Ishtar be lying on the ground right now?" You're right. You're right. Someone who has fought Ishtar would not be lying on the ground right now. And I'm gonna, and I just like make a very quick flick of the leg. Because as I say this, I'm holding him directly. I'm keeping directly with his eye contact, like, and neither would someone who fought the Emperor to catch him off guard.
Yeah, roll me willpower dex. I'm not allowing help on this one.
Do I get a modifier or no?
No.
I gotta use that Fabula point.
Alright.
What trait am I invoking?
Maybe your noble word? I don't know.
I'm gonna... I want to invoke Treasure Hunter Boss, but in a different way. Like, it's kind of like I do say boss, or it can even be his captain. And it's just like, as a captain with this much experience and all of these things that we've gone through with, you know, having this team going on these adventures and making all these friends along the way, and the Emperor being, you know, essentially the first biggest betrayal of this entire thing. It's a bit personal for me.
Okay. I'll grant you that reroll.
Okay. And which one fit? What do you guys think? The 8 with the 2, or the 10 with the 4? Okay.
Probably the 8 with the 2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If you can only do one.
And because my friends are, and because my friends are also, and because I love my friends so much, I'm invoking all 3 stats of Lucky with another Fabula point. I'm invoking all 3 bonds with Lucky with another Fabula point.
So you're getting that up to 10.
Yes.
Alright, you managed to block and parry the attack.
And do I get that peg leg?
You do make him stumble a bit. He actually falls and tumbles a little bit, but using his own sword as sort of like a crutch, he manages to quickly pull himself back up. But this is when you sort of realize, like, oh, I'm fighting a 60-plus-year-old man. He is not meant to be in combat.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go for this one. Also,
he's like, he also replies to you as like, you liar. Is this another one of your stories?
I'm invoking persuasive again.
I'm sorry, this is the equivalent of someone going, no!
No! It's like the fucking Lego Star Wars. Yaha, no, yaha, no.
It's just like, nah, What do you the fuck you mean, Dad?
You had to ruin it.
Sorry, Connor. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Listen. This guy really just doesn't believe his fucking son. I'm gonna realizing that my dad is old. I'm gonna enter a rather focused stance, and using and like how I use a paintbrush on my canvas, I use my sword like a brush and attempt to skillfully disarm my dad.
Roll me double dex, and I will allow the others to try to interfere here as well. You can like try to say something to distract Brecken's dad or something like that.
Walter.
Yeah, what I do is I'd be like, I mentioned the fact because it seems like he's slowing down. I say, if you need to take a break, just let us know. The old timers, you need to take breaks. It's very important. You don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, look, your son may be a liar, but he is telling the truth, and you might want to keep an eye out for that heart rate. It's like you already lost the foot to diabetes. What more do you want to lose?
Both of you give me a double willpower.
Did Bunker just call me a liar?
No, I'm calling you honest.
Okay.
Well, I get an opportunity.
Oh, nice. And I have a D6 of willpower. This is gonna be fun. Not enough.
If you give Bunker the opportunity, he also gets it.
Oh yeah, but I could just give you the +4 rather than have somebody give you a +1.
I get a +4.
Yeah, that's how the opportunity would work. Actually, Connor, I'm gonna roll my. I'm gonna use my Fabula point because I technically have admiration and or just more, admiration and loyalty with Brecken. I'm gonna roll that as add +2 to it. So consider that a fabulous spend. So Brecken,
+7.
or +6, or plus, yeah. Con.
Okay. I'll
Oh yeah,
allow
because
it.
you're giving him only +1.
I'll allow it.
So I get a +5.
Yep.
All right.
No. I'm giving you a +5, and then Bunker's giving you another +1 for a total of +6.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. No. Fuck.
Actually,
Yeah.
would it give me more clock? Would it fill up more of a clock if I rolled any higher than 11?
If you rolled a higher than 13, I'd allow it.
Okay,
But
let
you
me
did not
since
do
I
that.
so I'm gonna use. Can I use a Fabula point and invoke my artistic ability? I mentioned earlier.
I will allow it.
Thank you. Okay. And that's a dex, so we just need. Okay. We'll just use persuasive with that one and just bump it up by another 2. Actually, no, I can't use persuasive. I literally said nothing at all.
Yeah.
So okay, it's only just the 1.
Okay.
Um.
And with that, you manage to
Can I take it? Can I control it for a little bit? Actually, tell or go about or talk about. Can I take out his peg leg instead? Because I was going for a disarm, but
I'm gonna say with the kind of roll you did, I'm gonna say that it was enough to break the peg leg. But
okay.
like he can still use it, but it's not even. He's like, you little devious little little brat, and he starts swinging a lot more wildly and very quickly. It's more meant to overwhelm you.
I take this opportunity. I see. If he's swinging wildly, I want to go for a bit of a. I want to go. Okay, so now I guess I'm gonna go for a disarm. Like I'm just gonna pinpoint where I need to thrust and just yank and go, and I go for it.
All right.
So what do I do?
Roll me. This one's actually gonna be double dex.
Okay. No, just let's go. We got it, boys.
All right. You manage to disarm him. And he looks at his sword falls to the ground and glides across the floor, the ground.
I do this. I do the sword pointy thing that people do at the end of duels.
Nice move, Brecken.
Thank you.
But this isn't just a sword fight, and he pushes the blade out of the way with the side of his arm, not to cut himself, and he fucking clocks you in the face. And this is going to become a fist fight.
Hal yells, "Boo! Poor sportsmanship! Boo!"
And then you hear, yeah.
I said
Just
this
like
was
from
to
the
the
people...
death, Brecken. And he starts punching your face more.
I just push him away like, you are actually being crazy right now. Okay, no.
No, remember, Brecken, Dad's really motivated.
Dad, oh no, Walter's motivated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your brother yells out, "Oh God, he's motivated, Brecken. You know what he's like when he sets his mind to something."
Okay. Okay. So, I guess I'm just gonna like start like dodging his swings again. I'm starting to like fall into like old childhood anxieties of when Dad gets motivated.
Son,
And
we have a science project that's due. We're gonna make the best goddamn science project ever. Dad, we made it a legal drug.
Dad, it's just meth.
What do you mean you got a C? You must have fucked something up.
Okay. Okay. I know exactly how to do this. Okay, I'm gonna go and grab both his arms and kind of like get into a grapple.
Mm-hmm.
and just like we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about discovering. We're gonna talk about discovering ancient. Or we're gonna talk about defeating the Sand Kraken and the Ghost Pirate ship. And just like I'm while I attempt to overpower him while grappling his hands.
Roll me a might plus willpower, because it sounds like you're like threatening him with like, I have beat a sand kraken.
I'm not gonna. How I'm gonna say this like as like what no as a while I'm holding my ground against him.
Okay, so this
going
is
as
more
like
of your fortitude.
Yes, like holding my own ground against him, going like, you know, if you really wanted to kill me, you would have done it by now. I say as I'm holding back. I fight sand krakens and ghost pirates for a living. Like, it's gonna take. You're gonna need more than what you got to take me to kill me.
That's right.
I will
pulls out a comedically large cannon.
No, like I've taken out ghost pirates, the sand kraken. I've taken on Inuian laser beams directly to the face, and holy light from Ishtar. And I'm still kicking. Still kicking. I'm not gonna let my dad, and I'm not gonna let my own dad do me in.
I'm gonna allow assist. You can do it in the forms of cheers. So tell me how it goes. How you cheer for Brecken or not cheer for Brecken, and I'll maybe give you a modifier if it's a good cheer to give Brecken a bonus here.
Aim for the cataracts. He's old. His sight's gonna go eventually.
I yell, the only creature that I truly believe could ever actually kill Brecken is probably Brecken himself. You don't stand a chance.
Alright, Brecken, roll me willpower plus might. This is you showing your dad your strength, mental and physical.
What's my modifier?
You know what? With those 2 cheers, I'm just gonna give them auto success. Give yourself a +2.
All right, so willpower, might, 2. Can I roll? I'm gonna invoke a Fabula point to bump that up to a 13. Using, can I just say I use 2? I honestly want to use 2 just for roleplay reasons. Cause I like how they both cheered me on like that. I admire, and I want to invoke the admiration bond.
With Hal and Bunker. I'm sorry.
I really do admire. I actually do it. Brecken really does admire how they are cheering him on against his dad. So I want to. So that's why I'm asking if I can spend 2 to bump that up to a 14.
I'll allow it.
It's purely for roleplay reasons. I know it's wasteful.
That's fine.
It is an interesting thing. I don't know if what the rules say about invoking 2 sets of bonds for 1 roll. I bet it probably does say something, but my immediate assumption is that it's probably allowed if you're willing to pay the resources.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you're willing to pay the resources, it's allowed.
Okay. Thank you. And
We'll look it up later.
So that's so can I only call on the 2 bonds of admiration, or do I get the loyalty as well? Because like I said,
Yeah.
I'm only asking for like a plus. I'm only asking for +2 because I'm just invoking admiration, but I don't know if like loyalty also gets involved.
Yeah, if they
Actually,
have,
no.
if you have loyalty with them, that gets included as well.
Okay.
And are you spending another 20 MP or no?
I am.
Okay.
I'm really hoping this one does the trick.
So you fucking over like test the strength, uh just sort of, despite him on one leg, you can feel that he was never going to lose another leg to diabetes ever again. And work
My
the
arch
fuck.
foe.
No, what I didn't know is, see, the thing is, we all knew he was diabetic. We didn't know is he would actually change his ways. He actually runs triathlons, you see.
Yeah.
So he's actually very fit and healthy.
Yes.
I feel like this man, despite being so angry, does have a pink wristband.
He has a live strong wristband.
But
and
continue.
you sort of like test the strength, get him on, like struggling to get him on his back. And you do, but he takes you with him, and he gets up, and you two just start wailing on each other. And at this point, both of you are very bruised and kind of bloody. Brecken's mom is like, you see, he did this with his brother, like telling Bunker and Hal, you know, my husband did this with his own brother back in the day.
Who won?
It depended on the day and who was feeling more motivated.
Fair enough.
More dates?
Oh yes, thank you. I take some.
And he refills your both of your teas.
Oh.
At this point, you know, black eyes, bloody noses. Your dad's glasses are broken, and he chuckles. Come on, Brecken, you gonna beat me or what?
While he's chuckling, and it's just immediate punch to the face again.
He returns it with a punch to the face as well. And Brecken, roll me double might. Double might for me. Brecken.
Brecken takes that punch. Brecken takes the punch.
You
They're both tired.
You both are stuck in place from that punch.
I like to think that like it's that time where like, you know, I get punched. I'm like almost wobbly. But I hold myself together on both my knees. I'm like just go down already. I punch and I just go for the guts. I go for a gut punch.
So I like to imagine you both punch each other in the gut, and it's one of those moments where like you feel the impact pressure coming out from the back from both of you.
It's like
and it's that standoff, that anime standoff moment where two characters have punched the shit out of each other, and you're wondering who's gonna fall first. Brecken, you look wobbly.
When the gut punch happened,
but your dad is the
yeah.
first one to lean on you, and
okay.
he uses you as support at this point because he can't keep himself up.
Okay. Is he still punching?
No. He's like, do it, Brecken. Finish me off.
I was never going to kill you.
What?
You were the only one who talked about killing. I was never going to kill you. Now, please, if you're done, let's go back up.
And you feel like your mom has definitely told you that she loved you a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Your dad was never that kind of person.
And I'm kind of just asking, like...
And this is the equivalent of telling him, I love you, Dad.
I actually wanted to ask if, like, did you get what you were looking for out of this?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
And?
Keep your fucking company and your friends or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Just, make sure it's lucrative for your brother.
Yeah.
Just make sure he's paid for the trouble.
Okay.
Also, your mom's got one of those radio communicators from the colonies.
Right.
I didn't want her to buy it, but she got one. You have one in your bus.
Yeah, I think so.
You should call your mother more.
Okay. I will.
Maybe visit more often.
I'll visit if we're passing by. But I'll make sure to stop by, I promise.
We didn't see you for 6 months.
I mean, adventuring's gonna be like that.
Brecken.
But I understand. It's...
Brecken.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, idiot.
Thanks, Dad.
You could have kowtowed or tried to be a real pussy about this.
Was I really a pussy in your eyes?
I mean, you ran off with your brother's money.
He gave me that money to run off.
Yeah. You just made a big sacrifice. And I didn't think you were worth it at the time. I can see I was wrong.
Wow. It's pretty cool of you to say that.
You can call me daddy or whatever the fuck you want. I got real mad at you for doing it earlier because you're a full-grown man. But I'm over it. What am I gonna do? Beat you up? I couldn't do that.
You gave it your best shot, though.
You sure did.
By the way, are you okay?
Yeah, I'll live.
No. No.
No.
Nice.
No, call an ambulance.
Yeah, I'll be fine. And he tries to walk and he realizes he threw out his back in all of this.
I'm gonna just piggyback my dad.
You're like, oh, we didn't get to see an old man die tonight. Boo.
Boo!
Go home!
I want my money back. Hal, do you give them their money back?
Oh no, actually, Brecken's not the one who says that. Walter says that.
Yeah.
No, actually, while the whole dramatic thing was going on, what I actually do is I go up to where they're like leaning over trying to get in to see it. I put up like a big tarp and I say, "All right, you guys only paid for the fight. If you want, you can pay again to get the emotional payoff."
This is bullshit, and they all leave.
No, like, this is bullshit. He says, and then he pulls out more money. I'm too invested to leave.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Uh, how much do I charge them? I don't say a price. I just tell them that it costs more.
10. You get 30 Zenero out of it.
All right. This I'll divide up evenly between the people who are here, so we'll each get 10.
Yep. And with that, Brecken, your mom like gives you some ice packets, some food. She's like, I hope you didn't fill up on too many dates. I actually made dinner. And she basically made what is like a 3-course meal, as well as all these hors d'oeuvres.
Can my mom cast the encourage skill on my dad for doing such a good job in the fight against me?
She could, but she won't.
She will instead use the one of the ingredients traits she has from her cooking ability and make
Poison.
him not only resistant to fire but recover 40 HP.
My mom's a gourmet, as well from what I heard.
So you guys get rest. Next morning. Well, thanks to you and your friends. And he's looking at Hal and Bunker.
Yeah.
I've seen that I've been a bit coarse. And your mom's like at the side going, you gonna keep going? And yes, I have been a little too harsh with everyone here. I
Hal
give you
goes
my
like,
full blessing. If you need anything in the future, just let me know.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Daddy.
He's like really holding it in with that one. And he gives you... He looks like he's about to go in for a hug with you, Brecken.
Mm-hmm.
And instead he goes into position for a handshake.
Is there any possibility of a hug?
I mean, you can make it a hug. A hug can be one way.
Okay. I grab the handshake firmly. I go for a firm handshake, and then I pull him in for the hug.
He's like, oh, his back starts. Ugh. My fucking back. My fucking back.
Okay. Love you.
And
Uh,
with this taken care of, was there anything else you wanted to say to your family before you go, Brecken?
I'll let them know where we're actually planning to head next. I'm actually gonna tell. I actually don't think I even sat down and talked with them about everything that actually went down. So but really, I think I'm just gonna go and tell them where we're heading to next and what we plan to do. Really.
So your next big destination is, and I will go to the map real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. No. So, y'all are in Dukan right now. You are needing, according to Ari, you are heading towards Fort Triclops.
Okay.
That is where the next key is located. However, you were going to, and Brecken, you might have been told not to keep hush-hush on who is inviting you to the palace. But because that is a big Bal Hadad military base, you would need, like, even to fly over it in an airship, you would have to get clearance of some sort, which you got a contact with Paloma. However, Paloma does not want to be mentioned by anyone outside of the royal family and you. Like, don't tell your parents, because they're gonna flip.
I don't think. Well, that's to assume that the others even told me about Paloma.
Yeah. So, you know that you're gonna head down south.
I don't think we even talked to about Paloma.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
No, so I don't know about Paloma, so I can't talk about her.
So, I'm assuming you say goodbye to your parents and the rest catch you up on what the fuck you missed.
So, resistance is in shambles.
Wait, why? How do you know this?
We spoke to a contact named Paloma. Apparently, they're the princess of Baladad.
Does this do I recognize Paloma as the princess of Baladad?
Actually, yes, you would. You have met years ago. You did not, but at that age where you thought they had cooties, or you would not have cared. It's like, yeah, I went to the palace once for a dinner. Like, it was just something you casually did once in childhood. It's like, you know, a kid mentioning they met the president or some shit like that. She was going to meet you at the castle gates, basically. And go ahead, Brecken.
And she was the one who told us about the thing with Fort Triclops.
She told you. She didn't tell you that your key is there. Ari would know that from the compass that they have.
Okay. I was asking if she was the one who mentioned we need clearance.
She is the one that told you that you need clearance, yes.
Okay, and alright, and we will meet her at the palace gates. Was there anything else that happened while I was gone?
We met one of the four spears.
Wait, one of the four spears is in town?
Well, we drove her out of town, hopefully.
She was actually, not a terrible, horrible person.
We haven't seen what the espionage business gets up to, so what's your
What,
comment?
what were they like?
A joke.
Well,
I look over at
I don't
Hal.
know. I feel like you and them would be kind of in some ways kindred spirits.
I wonder indeed.
Don't.
Okay. All right. Are we did my parents give us anything to take with us?
Your dad gives the advice. It's like, I have an old army buddy who runs that fort. Just tell him your dad sent you. Tell him what is this? What is the rank under general? Because your dad's not general, but
Corporal? No. Maybe?
Are you talking about like U.S. or just what usual stuff?
usual. I don't know.
Because there's also like different levels of general.
Yeah, like there's technically is a rank above general called field marshal, but
yeah, just tell him Lord Strategist Baddington sent you. You should be fine, but
Lower strategist. Okay, lower strategist Baddington. Alright.
yeah, and we fast forward back to where you were.
Okay.
Oh, it's Lieutenant General.
No. So,
what was it? Here,
we're gonna go with the title of Lord Strategist.
Lord Strategist.
Yep.
But you could be a modern Major General.
Tell General. And I'm looking for a general.
Yeah.
Tell General that. Okay, I'm just making a note for it. Do I have a name for the general?
I will give you that next time.
Okay.
I will let you know that the party also agreed to meet Paloma at the palace. Maybe talk to her father to maybe not to... Because one of the other things is there are peace talks in town. With the Empires actually in town. And a man claiming to be the Emperor who doesn't look like the guy that you met is there discussing peace with the King of Balhadad to do a ceasefire, like end the war. And
Alright.
Paloma is concerned that this is all a ruse and will get her family killed. So you guys are on your way there.
To the palace?
Yes. And she was going to meet you outside the gates. And on your way there, and this is the cliffhanger I'm going to leave you all with. One moment. I apologize for the wait here. I just happen to be the very model of a modern Major General. For a second, I thought Ben was laughing too hard at that joke.
No,
it was just his chair squeaking. Let me get this for you here, folks. Jesus criminy. Where the fuck is my...
Just to be clear, we're on our way to meet Paloma right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just want to set things up for you. I forgot how far back I put this fucking one token. Okay, there we go. So you guys are making your way, which, by the way, you can't really drive the bus through these streets. So it is on foot travel throughout this city. Maybe a rickshaw here and there, but that's really about it. And as you walk towards the palace, you hear that good old-fashioned kabuki sound, the yo ding 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 ding.
No, not you.
And jumping from the area around you starts filling with sand, and you all are confronted with from up above our spear of secrets.
We keep walking.
You dare
wait.
try to pass? You dare try to pass the great Amaterasu?
Who's this guy?
The spear of secrecy.
Hal looks at Brecken and then Hal look at the ninja and is like, it's like they're the same person.
You think you can merely pass by, while you enemies of the Empire think you are safe just because you are in enemy territory? Think again.
No.
Well, prepare to fight.
And like
And
Brecken's eyes just like lose focus as he just stops all thought.
No, like, as soon as he says, like, prepare to fight, there's just, like, a moment of silence. No one does anything for, like, 5 seconds. And then, out of nowhere, Lucky just... it's like... There's, like... From, like, a ball to, like, his regular form, and Brecken just is, like, over on top of him.
God.
and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh boy.
It really was just like a balloon, just like... But, like, coming back into life.
And next time, that gosh darn Amaterasu's back and they're blocking your path. What a bitch. Links will be in the descriptions. Tom, do you have a plug?
Yes. My plug for today is going inside of crowded streets and sidewalks, pulling out a sleeping bag, getting inside the sleeping bag, and then walking around like you're a caterpillar.
Good night, everybody. Good night.